Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. Happy Sunday, Memorial Day weekend for me, Monday for you guys. I have decided to try and play in this book. This is a book that By Bun has, so of course I had to buy it, and I've had it forever. In fact, I have two, because I didn't remember I had the first one. And I've decided to use it as an art journal, which is what she does, because it's matte paper, and it's kind of a cool size. It's like 7x7 squares on each page. And I decided maybe what I was missing in some of the stuff that I just did was not making the marks first. So I'm experimenting with it, but this is watercolor paper and it's too thick to be in that book. It needs to be thinner to be in that book. Otherwise it's going to be a huge problem. But I painted these last night because I wanted them to dry. I'm getting out my acrylics. I'll have you know, these have been in here for about 6 weeks. And they are still as liquidy as ever. And I've got all kinds of colors. I've got 3 or 4 different purples in the purple, 3 or 4 different pinks in the pink. The orange is full of stuff. I put dirty paint brushes in them. I'm just trying to use up a bunch of old paint and get them more usable, friendly for me and my setting instead of dragging out 6 different bins of paint. I'm just trying to get some of that black water off to try to just have a free-for-all here. It's completely experimental. Maybe my body has been in the sun too much in the last 2 days. I don't know, but it was fun. That's all that matters. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning to go back and look at it and just kind of feel my way through this. I don't know what it'll be, but it doesn't have to be anything. If you've learned nothing from me, which I preach, I do not teach because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But if you have learned anything from me, you have hopefully learned that half the time I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel like that has helped my growth in this mixed media mashup world of everything. Theoretically, hopefully in a 4x8 size, because that's my favorite, but it doesn't always have to be like that. And I don't do well when I plan, and I don't like to plan because I like to work intuitively. And this is like intuitively on steroids right here, because I'm just kind of like fried from sun. Not really fried. I do protect my face and I do protect my arms quite a bit and my legs, and the bathing suit covers the rest. So, you know, I decided to get out a little bit of paper just to see what happens. It was sitting in front of me. Let's just see what happens with that in the morning also. I've added quite a bit of color. Happy. I think I'm going to put in a little bit of green. Oh, no, a little bit of purple. Because you can't have too much purple. Kind of went off grid here. Surrounding those little semicircle things that I made, scallop things, whatever you want to call them. Just having a grand old time. Purposely trying so hard not to think and just do. And see where it takes me. A lot of times, these are kind of the projects I like a lot. And this isn't really a project. This is me just playing for one day. Just because, you know, hello. Let's just get out some paint and paint. We've been in the sun all day. We've done a lot of walking. We've done some kayaking. Let's just... And my arms are like wet noodles. So, and I haven't really done that much. But when my arms are like wet noodles, you get out a paintbrush and take advantage of it. Right. So that's what I did. And I'm going to come back in the morning and see where I land. It's the next morning now. And if my skin is different, it's because I just came up from being out in the sun for about 2.5 hours, which I'm stopping for the day because I'm a little burnt and I need to be more careful. Even though I put stuff all over me. This is the stuff that I did dry. Now, I don't know if I told you last night because I haven't done that voiceover yet, but this is heavy like watercolor paper. And it's going to be too heavy for that book, most likely. Which now I can't find. Oh, here it is. And I was going to try to put it in here. But, I mean, this was here before I started. And I don't like that. So maybe I had to go to Walmart real quick this morning. And I can't go to Walmart without looking at the craft aisle, which I need nothing in that craft aisle. I have probably one of everything. But I'm like, I love this color. Green turquoise. So let's see if, and that's a little bit different color than this green that I added and this green that was there. So let's just see if we can, and it's fresh. It's good, clean paint. Whoa. And I almost spilled it. So let's just see if we can add something over that. Not all the way. Perhaps. The marina had a barbecue truck, and we went and got barbecue. I just ate the Q with very little sauce, because I'm sure there's sugar in that sauce. But it was delicious. And I held steady at 15 pounds real easy, but I'm having a hard time getting to 16. Oh, and we saw a bunny this morning. And I've had the prettiest dragonflies land on me. I can't take my phone into the princess chair because, knowing me, I'll drop it. And it's too hot. It's too hot. We all of a sudden went from a warm spring into a very warm summer. Like in the last 4 or 5 days. Okay, I like that better. We're trying to make this a little better. I don't mind a little bit of dark. And I love this. Now somewhere, oh, I put green up here too. Like mushrooms. Those are psychedelic mushrooms, literally. But my princess chair, for those of you who haven't been here for a long time, are, I did get in my princess chair last year. I did not get in the water a lot last year. Very much at all. But so far, I've been in it already as much as I've been in it all last year, I think. Nobody's fault but my own. I was really frustrated with my foot last summer. That's the gist of that. But this summer, I got some compression socks. One of the ladies at my quilting retreat in March said, she has a lot of stuff with one of her feet too. She said, do you not have compression socks? I'm like, because she asked me what I did with my foot when I drove. And I'm like, well, when I get out of the car, it's super stiff and it takes me like 6 steps to kind of get my bearings. And she said, you need compression socks. So I got some. I started wearing them yesterday. So far I can't tell the difference, but they do feel springier. My walking feels springier this morning. What else? I had the prettiest dragonflies keep landing on me in the water, which I can't, I think I just said that I can't take my phone down there. I would drop it, plus it's too hot. But they were gold. They were small, and their body was gold, and their wings were gold. They were really pretty. Very pretty. Lots and lots of mayflies. Which usually we have a lot like hanging off of our railings going down to the water, but I haven't seen them yet. So I think they're running late, which usually they don't come until June anyhow. I don't know why they're called mayflies. Probably when they named them, they were in May. Now they're not. I think I want some yellow. Should we get out some really good yellow? Yeah. So I'm just playing. I'm just playing. This is gouache. Good gouache. Holbein gouache. But, you know, me and my yellow. Which now it's going to be a turquoise. But, yeah, there was a barbecue truck at the marina down the road. So my husband took the golf cart and got us barbecue for lunch. Which I just had a little tiny bit. Because I know that sauce is full of sugar. Anything that good has to have sugar in it. But it was delish. And it's like, I need to come finish this thing. whatever this is. This could be a cover for something else. Actually, that's a great idea, Beth. Why, thank you. This could be the cover of something new for... I don't know how I'm going to do June yet, because I'm not going to be here for about half of it. So I'm kind of still thinking, hemming and hawing over that. And I think our granddaughter's coming today for you, I think, unless she changes her mind, as teenagers are bound to do. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it alone. So what did I do? I made a cover for something. No, don't know what yet. Okay, got lots of paint here. So we all came in and kind of curled up. Our neighbor next door has all his kids here. I don't know. Well, one son is here, but I think a lot of nephews and nieces are here that live in the area. They were going pretty strong last night. They had a good time. Not obnoxious, just having a good time. Oh, that's so pretty. Those are pretty. I wasn't sure I liked them last night at all. I don't know what it needs a little bit of. Just a little bit. Now I had all my paint washed off in the lake. God, when my husband's kids were little, we used to have shampoo down there, and we'd Sunday afternoon before they went back to their moms, stick them in the lake and say, wash your hair. She was very, very, very perturbed with us. I mean, they were like 6 and 7. But she would be perturbed with us no matter what we did. This was a mother, I shouldn't say this, a mother that used to have their maid pack their overnight bag, the girls' overnight bag to us, and purposely leave out one. If there were 2 socks, she'd leave one out. If there were shoes, she'd leave one out. Because she used to send like 7 outfits for 1 night or 2 nights. And we'd have to go buy some socks. I was like, oh no, we're leaving stuff here. I used to have a whole wardrobe for them. Like, no, don't even unpack your stuff, because their mother would not want them in the clothes that I picked because they were not suitable. But they played him all summer long and had fun. So, hello. Hello. And I just would say, don't even unzip your suitcase. They used to have these monogrammed not Lily Pulitzer, Vera Bradley bags. They still do. Bella has them now too. And they would come here with like 18 outfits. I'm like, no. Here's 3 pairs of shorts, 3 t-shirts, a bathing suit, clean underwear, and some sandals. Let's go. Let's play in the water. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to stop. But it gives it a little bit of sparkle. That's what I was going to do. This came to me in the middle of the night. I'm like, gold. Gold. That's what it means. Okay, this is Liquitex gouache, acrylic gouache. We're going to put a little gold. There's gold in them there hills. Okay, let's just put a little bit right here. Let's see where that gets us. You probably won't even be able to see it till it dries. But it'll just have a little bit of flakes of gold. Just a couple spots. Ooh. Have to be careful where it's wet. Okay, this was perfect. I'm glad I remembered. Now it's gonna be the cover of something. Oh, I got paint in it. So maybe next month my size needs to be this. Okay, let's add some. We went on a boat ride. Lots of Osprey, but my phone was overheating. And it may not even make it through this. Because it might be hot. And low on charge. Because it's not charging all the way anymore. I need to get a new one. Before I go to probably California. Definitely before England. Because it should, if I put it on low battery mode, should last all day. Even taking pictures. It did in Vietnam. But it's a 4 or 5 year old phone. So they don't want you to have them that long. You got to buy another one. And I use this thing every day to film. So it's well used and well loved. Can you see the gold? Yeah, just a little bit. Just enough. Just enough. Oh, that's so much fun. I'll show you tomorrow when it dries. This is my clean off my brush paper. This is going to turn into something too. This might be the reason why. I don't have no idea what I'm doing next month. None. But it probably will be only 2 weeks long. No idea. Oh, I painted this. Because I could use this card, but I didn't want July evening image. I didn't want that. It was an old one. So, let me put a little bit of green on here. Just so that you can't see it. Oh, love those colors together. Okay. I can use it for something now. All right, everything needs to dry. We'll be back. This is a book that by Bun has several of these with stuff in them. You might see that in a day or two. And so far I've just added stuff on top. I haven't like blended it in. And some of them I can't. I don't want to cover up. Some of these people I know, some I don't. Don't have any idea who these people are. From LA. Oh, Flea. Those are some of the 70s guys. This is a lot of probably drug overdoses in here. Maybe not. Ooh. Ugh. Norway. Rock and rollers. Freddie Mercury. Oh, I won't cover up those. Kurt Cobain. I never did like that. Grunge. Oh, Michael Hutchence. This is sad. In Excess. Oh, from Australia. Anyhow, it's all tragedies and mysteries of rock and roll, including like Elvis and everything. Okay, we are going to lose our battery, so we are going to shut it down. Come back tomorrow, and the end of the month stuff is starting. But I've only filmed one, so I gotta get going. Thanks for watching. Bye.